Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen and ladies, it's a different day feel in Edmonton. It's a sombering feel in Edmonton. Jarry is the goalie. Jarry is the guy. Tristan Jarry is the one that we got to get behind, because there's no other trades coming as far as goalie's concerned. Bowman said that he's done making goalie trades for the season. This is the trade the fans wanted. This is the trade the fans got. And as a fan of both Skinner and Jarry, I would have taken Skinner and kept him. But you'll see why as the season goes on and as the playoffs heat up. There's a reason why Dubas was laughing out the door when he got Kulak a second and Skinner from the Oilers. But what do I know? I'm just a hick from a stick. But what do I know? Any Hoosies, Oilers are in Toronto. The 14-11-6 Oilers are taking on the 14-11-5 Toronto Maple Leafs. Two evenly matched teams in standings-wise, but roster-wise, not so much. Oh, by the way, Tuesday's going to be fun. The Edmonton Oilers are in Pittsburgh on Tuesday. That's going to be fun.
In just a moment, but thank you for laying on the line. Elliot Friedman, how often did we hear him sing that all through Four Nations and all through the Stanley Cup playoffs, and why wouldn't you sing it? Such a song. At Montreal, New York, it's John Bartlett, Gary Galley, Carolyn Cameron. At Washington, Winnipeg, it's Hunter Ryan Singh, Sam Cosentino, and Sean Reynolds. John Abbott, John Garrett, Scott Oak are in Los Angeles this evening. Mike, Rick, and Gil, Triumph. The Rock and Roll Machine Reloaded is the name of the tour. Starts in Sault Ste. Marie. Is kind of cool. They've got 10 Canadian dates, 14 in the United States. Runs from the 22nd of April to the 6th of June in Boston. And, you know, I was struck by this. When they released the DVD and Blu-ray and so on, the Rock and Roll Machine doc, they thanked friends. They called them their allied forces. They listed 122 individuals. If only their friends came to the show, it's a sellout. But that's how they are. They're three incredible men, and good luck with the tour. All Canada's excited to get to see you. Let's get right to the action. Begin with Kyle Bukoska, Scotiabank Arena, downtown. Kyle.
Okay, Ron, both William Nylander and Dakota Joshua missed the skate this morning due to illness. Now, Nylander will play, Joshua will not. Oliver Ekman-Larsson, incredibly, is in. He looked in rough shape on Thursday. And the two new faces for the Oilers, Tristan Jarry, Spencer Stastny, are a go here tonight. It was a sleepy start to the season for Edmonton and Toronto, kind of like Gene Principe's show opened on Thursday night. But both seem to have been jolted awake lately, each with 5 wins in their last 8. And I just have to say, Gene, I've always said you've got a great sense of style. Carolyn Cameron, to you in Manhattan.
Kyle, New York City, there's nothing like it, especially during the holidays. The streets are bustling with people and activity, whether it's a Broadway show or a game at the Garden of which there were 2 today, starting with an afternoon college basketball game. And Martin St. Louis recalled this morning his time playing in New York. He'd often arrive to the rink to no rink, with workers furiously working to get the ice ready. Jacob Fowler, the 21-year-old, proved he's ready for the NHL on Thursday. 36
That ice is going to be so bad in New York.
In Pittsburgh. Another opportunity tonight. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Now to Winnipeg and Sean Reynolds.
Carolyn, when you've been dropping in the standings the way the Winnipeg Jets have been, sometimes you could use a hero. And while there's been a bit of drama, will he or won't he, the Jets...
Connor Hollaback is back in the lineup for the Winnipeg Jets.
Of their Hart Trophy winning goaltender, Connor
They need him.
Who may not return wearing a cape, but he does return after
They need him.
superhuman recovery back 1 to 3 weeks earlier from a knee scope than expected. Take a look at the numbers. His superpowers, they are obvious, turning losses into wins, something the Winnipeg
Evening
Jets
Epic. Hopefully you're doing well today.
right now. Let's send it back to Ron.
I'm fully prepared to be roasted tonight for everything that I said.
This time, Washington Capitals right in behind them. They're 14 points off their pace of a year ago.
Because I truly believe that Stuart Skinner wasn't going anywhere until something happened, and he basically said, I'm out of here. Oh, I've been on the phones. I've been talking to people in Pittsburgh even, which is pretty rare for me. Somebody that follows the Pittsburgh Penguins asked me about Stuart Skinner. Pretty crazy. I live a pretty crazy life. But I just said he's a great guy. He will calm the defense down if you guys need it. Like, obviously their defensive core is better than the Oilers. I won't sugarcoat that. Their forwards play defense better than the Oilers. That's not a joke. That's fact. So really all you need to do is just keep him mentally there. Like, that's it. Just as an organization, as a fan base, just don't rag on him for every misplay he's going to do. Which I find funny because a lot of you youngins may not know this. A lot of you youngins may not know this, but you know the meme that you guys are doing of Stuart Skinner, making him a meme and goalie? Tristan Jarry was the meme before Skinner was the meme. Put that in perspective a little bit. Tristan Jarry was the goalie meme. Doi! That was Tristan Jarry. Tristan Jarry was on waivers 3 times. Now he's an Oiler, and we expect him to be better than Stuart Skinner? Now, Epic, to answer your question, there was a trade that was supposed to happen. Well, it wasn't. There was a trade proposed between these two teams. It was, and I'm going to say it, and I don't care how much trouble I get into. The trade was Kulak, a second, Picard. Now, in order to make that deal happen, Pittsburgh, obviously, because Picard doesn't make the same amount of money that Skinner does, Pittsburgh had to retain salary on Tristan Jarry. And that's where the deal fell through. Pittsburgh didn't want to retain salary. So, no trade happened. Trade rumors went away a little bit. Some dumb went after Stuart Skinner's family. Again. And Skinner was like, I've had enough. Last week, when the Oilers lost to Dallas, people took it too far. Online, in real life, they took it too far. Stuart Skinner went to Bowman. I need a change of scenery. Less than a week later, he's traded for the same deal that went through without money retained. We don't believe in coincidences. Also, Tristan Jarry had to waive his no-move clause. He was only going to waive that no-move clause to one team. Where does he live in the offseason? Do you know? Do you know where Tristan Jarry lives in the offseason? Do you know where he trains in the summer? I do. I don't like the move, and I will tell you now, I feel bad for Tristan Jarry because nothing he can do, the only thing that he can do is win the cup. Anything short of winning the cup this year or next year with the Edmonton Oilers, he's going to get run out of town. It's going to be his fault. And that's not fair to him. I love Tristan Jarry. I hope he lights up the league with the Oilers. Do I know better? Yup. Because I know this Oilers defense. And we're 1 minute muncher down now. And yeah, there's going to be more moves coming as players get healthy. I don't see Janmark playing past January. I don't see Lazar playing here in January. I don't see Tomasak playing here in January. I don't see Emberson playing here in January. A lot of moving parts. I won't bash Stuart Skinner, but when we play against Pittsburgh, I hope he loses. Obviously, I'm an Oiler fan first. I don't care about the name on the back. I'm the name of the crest. I'm an Oiler fan first. Although, I am pretty pissed off. I'm more pissed off we traded Kulak. If I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys, I'm more upset that we traded Kulak than we did Stuart Skinner. That wasn't needed. Trading Kulak wasn't needed. But Pittsburgh wanted Kulak. Why? Why did Pittsburgh want Kulak and Skinner, guys? Because of playoff experience. What is one thing that Christian Jarry sucks at when it matters most? Playoff experience. Look it up. Look at his playoff numbers. It sucks, but things had to be done, right? We got O Canada.
Oilers.
Let's do it.
Craig in a moment, but first, Mike Ross on the PA for O Canada.
We now ask that you please rise if you're able to, remove your hats, and join Natalie Morris in the singing of our national anthem.
Ugh.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us combined. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Yes, it's a circled on the calendar night, Detroit.
It's time for him to do something. Like I said, I hope he does shine. Okay, thank you. Guys, don't get me wrong. I hope Jarry does shine. But at the same time, I know better. I think you guys hated Skinner so much that your hatred blinded how good he has been and how good he's going to be for Pittsburgh. That Seeloss-Skinner tandem, look out.
You know it's going to be a big night on Saturday night.
There's Evan Bouchard ahead, and McDavid goes to work early. Zach Hyman off a hat trick against Detroit on Thursday night.
That's an idiot comment, because no, we can't.
Matthews tied up by McDavid, but escaped.
Barbershop, if you watch Tristan Jarry at all, he's also hurt quite a bit. All right, buddy. All right. Like I said, I'm not even gonna. I'm not even gonna just.
These teams, that first line, just trying to set the pace.
Your hatred for Skinner is something else, man. Like, I feel bad that you hate somebody that much. It's all good, though. I get it. But you guys are going to regret Skinner not being here.
But for William Nylander, too, Chris, you've heard me so many times, when you play through sickness, you always get rewarded. I think so often guys just dig in here, do something special.
Pens suck, yeah.
So many times you see examples of guys scoring in those games. Leon Draisaitl along with the
No, he won't. That was with a really stellar Pens defense, by the way. That's not the Oilers' bad defense. Good luck.
Ekman Larson's in the lineup unbelievably after going off late against San Jose. Here's Nylander pocket pick, but
No, you don't need to mute him. He's frustrated. He just let him say what he wants to say.
Nylander and late to the
He's fine.
side. Up ahead, but Colson, and that'll be knife to the line. Kept in
Good luck with that.
by Nylander.
He's fine. Don't
Down low it goes. Tavares in front. And that off the
let
stick
him
of
see for himself.
Riley to Bobby McMahon. Riley centers. Here's Tavares. Side of the net.
God bless.
Tristan Jarry twice this year as a member of the Pittsburgh Penguins. They
fuck's
chased him a couple of weeks ago in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, 3 goals on 13 shots in just 35:07 as the Penguins didn't really have a good start to that game. I thought it was kind of a mercy pull, but
I don't have control over that barbershop. I'm sorry.
Things, as Kevin said, looking at his mask, still the Pittsburgh mask, but so many adjustments to make it so little time.
I may be done,
Here's
guys.
Adam Henrique into the Leaf zone. Watched by Henry front in his second game of Toronto. That centering pass, and that one
I may be
just
done.
off target. Played off Cowan, and now Steven Lorentz will follow up. This was a terrific preseason line for the Leafs. Cowan, Watt, and Lorentz. They get together for the first time in the regular season here in mid-December. Now Janmark up ahead. Spencer Stastny on the ice.
I'll be back. Enjoy the game, guys.
Remember the Edmonton Oilers here were 24. Bouchard with a big shot. That's stopped by Hildeby. Curtis Lazar's on it, a junior teammate of Tristan Jarry. And here's Easton Cowan up ahead. It'll be sent in by Stetcher. Around it goes for Bouchard. Up ahead, a lead feed. And Tomashek with a shot. The rebound ricocheting to Andrew Mangiapane, the Bolton native. Back in familiar territory. There's a half dozen Oilers from Ontario.
So many guys excited to be back in the area as to see so many weekends. Toronto always gets the best of other teams' players because they come back home, got families in the stands, and that makes a difference.
Nick Wa's pass for Nick Robertson broken up, and look at the speed! McDavid in! Connor David a beauty! And Edmonton straight first! A McLeod moment early here, and Edmonton has the lead.
Well, Kyle showed the interview with Connor and just talking about what it meant to come back here and on a Saturday night. And, you know, when Wayne Gretzky played at Maple Leaf Gardens, very similar. The one thing you can't do is turn the puck over at the opposite line. Look at how quickly Morgan Riley was looking the opposite way. And you talk about a man on a mission there. As soon as he got the puck, took his skating to another level, and that's a tough one there for Hildeby. McDavid shows great patience, gets Hildeby to go down, and when you've got that kind of speed coming in, such a difficult read to match for the goaltender. McDavid with the game's first goal.
A 34.9 kilometer an hour burst, and now a penalty upcoming against the Oilers after the opening salvo from the Edmonton captain.
You know, and you look at the reaction of McDavid. There's certain games that just mean more, and you get into this environment, and right after the goal, there's just an errant stick. Wow, you can see Domi wasn't even looking, wasn't watching behind him, but Todd Colson going in to try to close the gap. Domi trying to protect the pocket. An errant stick goes up into the face, and what you don't want to have is a 1-goal deficit and a power play that's just so good. Second in the National Hockey League, 32.1. Has scored in 3 of the last 4, 6 times at a 50% clip.
8 for 17 over a 6-game period. Boy, they make it all downhill towards the net. get a chance to expand the lead. The Leafs talked a lot about staying out of the box this morning. They win a draw, but it's kept in by Draisaitl. Right wide it goes. Connor McDavid, watched by Lawton. Bouchard drew the assist of the McDavid goal. He plays it back to the captain. Nugent Hopkins in that left corner as McDavid tries to spin away from Lawton. And now it's Draisaitl working in. Kicked away in a second stop by Hildeby. Puck played to the line, but not out. Lawrence couldn't get it by Bouchard, but now Lawton has it deflected out to center. Right back in again with speed as McDavid dishes it off. Bouchard back to Nugent Hopkins. McDavid in front, and Hildeby off hard and loose, and that one didn't get through. I think blocked by Jake McCabe.
I think Stetcher saved the second one. Yeah, McCabe got the first one, but just all kinds of chances at the net there. Somehow Hildeby gets one, and I think Stetcher stopped that second chance in tight.
Leafs penalty kill has been terrific of late. They have been able to kill 28 of the last 31. Short-handed. Riley picks up a loose puck. It played in. Yarncroke with a hot shot. And a rebound right back out in front. Good stop by Tristan Jarry on that short-handed chance for Kelly Yarncroke. McDavid back in. Yarncroke disrupting that play, and the Leafs will get a chance to clear it. It's played out by Nyes. He'll skate onto it. Matthews loose. Here's Nyes. And Jarry makes that stop and holds on as he's tested twice. Short-handed.
Yeah, Jarry just happy to get a whistle there and get a change. Here's all the action in the offensive zone. Just great patience by McDavid. Takes him one way. Draisaitl tries to give himself a rebound. Got it back, but a nice toe save there. And then this on the doorstep. This is where Zach Hyman scores. Here's that second chance. Yeah, right off of both skates. Draisaitl had half the open net there. Thought he could pound it home. And good job of Troy Stetcher, the former Oiler, making a great save there to stop a goal.
Matthews wins the draw, gets it back at the Oiler line, and they'll play keep
God
away.
damn it, I leave for 5 minutes.
Remaining in Domi's penalty. As it's fired.
I leave for 5 minutes
Now that's a power play that doesn't
to get
score,
this one
doesn't take your momentum
and
away.
finish
Lots of
making
good
supper.
chances there.
1-0 Edmonton. I don't know who scored. We got a power play? Okay, all right.
Giovanni played it back. Nurse wasn't there.
Who's this Oilers team? I don't know them.
Chase Hamilton's Darnell Nurse.
Troy Stetcher with a fumble? Yeah, he's still wearing. It's his Oiler one's being painted. Bauer rushed. So, for those that don't know, Bauer rushed his goalie equipment. Oh, thank you, Barbershop. Appreciate that. Okay, so because I missed the goal, we're going to do this because I owe you guys that. Connor McDavid, ding, ding, ding. Oh, no. What did I do? Oh, no. I did the thing I didn't mean to do. Okay, I gotta recreate all the goal things. So, in my haste this morning, I deleted everything off my computer. So I gotta recreate all the goal songs. I will do that tomorrow. So I guess I'm staying up late tonight. It's alright. 1-0 Edmonton.
Similar starts, and the previous 2 years, then they really get hot. Do they have another stretch like the previous 2 years coming up?
Well, yeah, you go back to obviously 3 seasons ago, and Chris Knobloch in after that.
McDavid with the goal.
Hold themselves together. It just
I was gone for 5 minutes.
Oh. And dig yourself back in, but clearly
Yeah, it's on right now. It's starting at 6 o'clock.
what the trade does.
Mountain time. If you're in the mountains, it starts at 6 o'clock. It's on YouTube for free in Canada. Peacock in the States. If you have Peacock. Last match against Gunther. Man. But is it his last match? Kind of odd that he's going to end his career in Washington, D.C. on a Saturday night. Wouldn't it be better to end his career on a Vegas night in March? Night 2 of WrestleMania? 1-on-1 with the most electrifying man in sports entertainment. The final boss. The final time. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Wouldn't that be a match though? Rock Cena? WrestleMania Night 2? Not the finale, but definitely should be. Or do you make that the Night 1 finale match?
Against Toronto. Well, McDavid with the points, but how about the Leafs against the Edmonton Oilers? They've got a 7-game point streak. That's the longest they've ever had.
Yes, she's wearing the Trader Hall shirt. Yeah, Trader Hall. Taylor Hall, the Trader. Yeah, he is.
Watching that all night long, and this is the second matchup that seems to be.
Yeah, I kind of hate that it's on YouTube for me. So, but hey, I'll be able to watch it and just. You're in the way. You're in the way. You're in the way. Your big head is in the way of my TV. Oh, McMahon got caught up. Darnell Nurse doing Darnell Nurse things in Toronto. Hi. But yes, there will be more trades coming as bodies get healthy. Draisaitl. Offside. Hey, I'd take that offside over losing the puck there. So McDavid and Draisaitl are on a line together? God, that guy's fired up like a mother you-know-what. Okay, guys, because I missed the goal, I want to watch it. Was it at least a pretty goal, or was it one of those bad giveaway blunders that Troy Setcher left Edmonton because of? Max Domi's in the box. Jesus.
Ricocheting to Andrew Mangiapane, the Bolton native, back in familiar territory. There's a half dozen Oilers from Ontario.
So many guys excited to be back in the area.
We're the Edmonton Ontonians. The Ontario Oilers over here.
Players, because they come back home, got families in the stands, and that makes a difference.
Bouchard to McDavid. McDavid! What a move! Morgan Riley, you bum! That was Morgan Riley that got walked. Holy Dinah! Sorry, guys. What a goal. That's pretty. That's a pretty goal. 3-1 shots at that point. Morgan Riley just. Oh, wow.
Morgan Riley was looking the opposite way, and you talk about a man on a mission there. As soon as he got the puck,
he got turned inside out, upside down, left ways, sideways, and in between. What a goal. That's a pretty thing.
I love it.
You love it? Do you love it? I love it when Connor McDavid scores too. Shots are 7-3 Edmonton, 12:31 left to go in the first period. Lots of hockey games happened earlier today. By the way, there was another trade that happened yesterday that we didn't talk about. Quinn Hughes gets traded to Minnesota. Hey, Grandma. Yes, yeah, we are doing. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. 200 more away, then we'll be fine. We'll be like a fine dine to China. But yeah, Quinn Hughes got traded to Minnesota yesterday as well. I don't know how many of you guys knew that, but they got a pretty good haul for a rental player. And let's be honest, that is exactly what Quinn Hughes is. He's a rental. Jersey wins big out of that trade. New Jersey wins big from that. Oh, Domi trips McDavid again. Oh, that puck had to hurt the face. Are you okay? Don't answer that, because if you answer that, I'm going to be scared.
slither by, and a good secondary support by the centerman to take the puck and go back the other way.
Adam Henrique face-off win. The Stastny shot blocked by Hildeby.
Paul Stastny.
It's spelled differently, so he is not related to the other Peter, Marion, Anton, Paul, or Jan Stastny. It's a long list of Stastnys.
Lineage of such great hockey players too. The Stastnys were born.
Oh, that looked offside though.
Now Emerson, who played U.S. National Development hockey with Spencer Stastny.
So apparently I did ask around about this Spencer Stastny guy. Spencer Stastny. SS. SS 24.
Breaking in is Lazar. Here's Curtis Lazar. And go ahead, him lined up.
Oh, Tomasak almost scores to make it 2-0. What a shot by Tomasak.
Getting a look. Regula sending it back in. Tomasic sends it wide. Loretz after it.
I know they say Tomasic, but I love Tomasak better.
Here's Easton Cowan and Mangiapane.
Mangiapane with a good little stick lift there on Easton Cowan.
Mangiapane working his way in.
88, 86, and 29 out there now.
Off the blocker of Hildeby. And now Cowan trying to get loose. Tapped by McKee,
So,
but not out.
SS 24.
Here's Lorenz spinning out. A chance for Bouchard in front. And that pass failed to click. And Cowan intercepts. He wants
Bouchard should have given the puck to Ekholm. He was wanting that 1T.
Boy, Mangiapane can't believe it. Hasn't
He's
scored
wanting that
since.
1T real good.
Great chance at the side, just couldn't make the play quick enough to take advantage.
That's the longest drought of his career.
Stuart Skinner's 1-0 in his Pittsburgh career, by the way. No, he didn't play tonight, guys. I joke. He wasn't dressed today.
Here's Nylander centering it. It'll come back. Ekman Larson right on.
Blocked by Ekholm.
Kicked in by Riley. McMahon. Nylander. 2 assists.
So, Spencer Stastny, yeah, I'm thinking he's going to be traded next, yeah. It's going to be Lazar put on waivers, and he's going to be the one traded when we all get healthy. He's just not doing what I thought he'd do, and that's disappointing. I had hopes for him. Skinner 2.0. That's okay, though. Who knows, he might turn around. Oh, yeah, he pissed he got walked. Oh, I thought that was in. I thought Darnell Nurse buried it.
Didn't make contact with a bouncing puck. McKee.
But,
Sticks to McDavid. Here's Nurse.
Spencer Stastny is apparently a fast, puck-moving defenseman.
It's a 2-on-1. It's Benoit. And nice shot. Rebound.
Regula with the defensive play, then he gets tripped, no call.
Nice. Looking to break a bit of a scoring skid for him. 1 in his last 6.
How about that play by Benoit, though? 2-on-1 at the end of the shift, and he did a heck of a little saucer pass across to get that chance and opportunity for Knies.
Riley. Leafs have had their looks on Tristan Jarry. 2 of them short-handed, but the new Oilers goaltender looked good so far. Ekman Larson. Sends that wide. Back around for Riley.
Yep, absolutely. For sure, and I love seeing it. I love to see it. I would have loved a Jarry-Skinner tandem better than a Jarry-Picard tandem, but unfortunately that's not the way the cookie crumbled. Pittsburgh wanted Skinner and didn't want to retain any salary, so.
Morgan Riley with the Leafs changing on the fly. Off the stick of Lawton, it'll bounce back into Edmonton territory.
We got a power play already, Diane. We already got one. We got one. Let's see if we get another. The Oilers actually look bad on the power play from what I watched. You're Switzerland. You're not Switzerland. You're Maple Leafia. You're a Toronto make-believer. Oh, he just missed it. Oh, if he would have contacted on that. Oh, damn.
2-on-1 here. Matthew Knies gets it, controls. Good stick there coming back by Darnell Nurse. Great clear.
You okay? So this guy apparently, this defenseman we have, He's a puck mover. He's younger than Kulak, and he's quicker than Kulak. What is one thing we've been wanting with the Oilers? A fast, puck-moving defenseman. Also, that Samuel Poulin kid in the AHL. Apparently, he's a banger. He's a banger. He's a masher. And is wrapped up in a blue blanket. Adopted! Your sister is adopted.
Got it.
Adopted.
Got it.
You can't say adopted.
Got it.
She's being traded. No, so after the first period, guys, I am going to go upstairs and eat some supper. And tomorrow there won't be a live stream. Obviously, it's Sunday, family day. You'll get it. You'll understand it. It is another 5 o'clock game, though, against Montreal Canadiens. But the reason why I say Jersey wins the Vancouver trade with Minnesota is there was chatter that New Jersey was going to trade for Quinn Hughes. The only problem with that was Nico Hischier was going to go the other way with another top player. So 2 top players and first-round draft picks were going the other way for Quinn Hughes. Jersey said, no, we're good. We're just going to sign him in free agency. Keep our star players. Add Quinn Hughes. Hey, smart, 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 smart. Yeah, our house is very sick. Remember that cold and flu that I had? I gave it to everybody else. Winning.
Neglected so much in junior that he moved there.
I was going to say, a good member of the community.
Yeah, he lives in Sherwood Park, by the way, guys. If you guys didn't know, obviously I knew Tristan Jarry lives and trains in Sherwood Park in the summer.
Countryman Hildeby with the save.
You know, it's interesting. I think it was Kelly talking about Jonathan Quick and his little bit of experience he had in playoffs. I go with Tristan Jarry as well. He got only 8 games and 2-6 record. You know, there was a guy that I played with, Bill Ranford, who played 2 playoff series.
He lives in Edmonton for fun.
Didn't have a great goals against
Well, Fort Saskatchewan, yeah, it's the greater Edmonton area. As we know, Toronto has a greater Toronto area that is almost as big as Toronto.
You never know what lays ahead here.
I swear all of Ontario is greater Toronto area. Outside of like South Ontario. The Ottawa region, Ottawa, Gatineau, that region. But everywhere else is greater Toronto area. Regula! Oh, if he would have scored that, my good God, that would have been pretty. Who is this Regula anyway?
I think he surprised himself.
He surprised himself. Sure thing he did there, Craig Simpson.
He missed on the outside.
It looked like a guy looking for his first goal of the year. First point of the year.
Here comes Matthews with Nyes.
Stetcher moves up.
Troy Stetcher.
His biggest test playing against his former team and now trying to get back with McDavid.
Stetcher hooks McDavid, gets away with it. Never would have got away with that playing for Edmonton.
Matthews goes to the front of the net now. Unable to come up with that behind the Edmonton.
Regula.
Regula's
Did Troy Stetcher get away with a little bit of a hook there?
A little bit.
McDavid's
A lot of it a hook.
Teammate, good buddies, and he got away, got in tight, got a real piece of McDavid and stopped him from separating. That was desperation.
Stetcher's trying to prove something tonight, though. I believe Troy Stetcher's trying to prove something. I don't think he should have been put on waivers, but that's just me. Oh, that's cute. Everybody's got the same skates on that line as Austin Matthews. Did he pay for them? No, probably not, eh? They've all got the same CCM hardcovers. That was 20 feet high and wide. Football season is also underway. Almost playoff time. Can you imagine the Kansas City Chiefs missing the playoffs under Patty Mahomes? I guess that Taylor Swift marriage proposal kind of put dampers on the season. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. Yanmark Dipsy Doodle. Oh, what a pass to nobody. Appreciate you though, Barbershop. I really do. I may not always agree with what you say, but I appreciate your comments. You come from the heart and they're heartfelt. Your passion is not unnoticed by me. Goal scored by Toronto. That did not look pretty on Jari, but hey, it's okay. It's okay.
Play by Callan, just get inside
1-1.
position, get the
It's
stick
okay.
on it, almost just
It's
chip
okay.
up and
3:57
over.
left in the first period. 11-8 for Edmonton. It's all good. Nice goal.
Right on the doorstep.
Nice low shot. Creates a rebound. That's where the defenseman has to take the body.
The Edmonton Oilers. And as mentioned, first time that preseason line that really lit it up for the Leaf gets to play
I'm
together,
not
and they
saying.
produce a goal right off the hop.
You're not wrong, Barbershop. Absolutely. Take the 2-minute penalty, not the 1-1 tying goal. I'm with you there, man. 100%. As a defenseman, always chip the play. Always take the penalty. Worst case scenario, you get scored on, but at least you get a regroup. You let your team regroup.
Coming together for that trio. And they all are involved in
Thanks, buddy. Enjoy your night, man.
the Reds. And 16:03.
And we'll see you on Tuesday for the Penguins Oilers game.
That pass through. Darnell
Seeing as I won't be available tomorrow. Hi.
Draisaitl after, tied up by Nylander.
You're right in my face.
Draisaitl on it again. Regula.
Well, he was good to that last shot. Breakaway, John Tavares. Let's see how good he is.
Looking for a Leaf lead.
What a save. Hey, what a save. What a 10-bell save. Good save by Jari.
And Draisaitl going the other way. Draisaitl in front, great pass, and Hildeby has the answer.
Heldeby answers too. That's a great save by Jari. Like I said, I'm not going to bash Jari, guys. He's here. He's now an Oiler.
Forget about the coaches being
I don't know what they are. Their record is the exact same as the Oilers. I don't know if they're good or not. I don't know.
Sharp gets it to McDavid, who lit the fuse in
But
this game.
that was a really good, that was a great save.
Working against
Like, that was a 10-bell.
Able to maintain possession, and now
That's something the Penguins never give up, though. Like, let's remember that. The Penguin defense doesn't give those up very often.
check his draw, wait.
2 minutes left in the first period. 13-9 of the shots for the Oilers. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Now breakaway pass for Hyman, and the Leafs able to recover in the nick of time. And here goes
It wasn't really a defenseman fault. It was just a break up at center.
Stastny. And Emerson helps him to
It really was just a collapse at center. No blunder, just a really good play. Like, if you want to fault anybody, if you have to, the rebound control of Jari on that goal. That's all. Like, just the rebound control. But even then, like, that was just a nice, low, well-placed shot. But if it was Skinner, there'd be haters online already talking about the goal and how bad he is. But we're not going to do that for Jari, guys. We can't do that. We can't bash another goalie for letting in a goal. It just makes no sense. You're not wrong. You're not wrong either, Renegade. Absolutely not wrong. You're right. He needed to make that save, but that hit the netting. There's 39 seconds left in the first period. You're not wrong at all. And again, This guy came here yesterday with the Oilers. He was waiting at the hotel. Like, anything Jerry does right now, he's learning the system. He's learning the guy's tendencies. I'm not going to fault him, right? Like, he's a goalie. He just has to make saves. That's what I'll chalk this up to until he learns the systems that the Oilers play. You're a goalie. Just make saves. Just stop the puck, right? Any means necessary. So, this is a joke, guys. Please take it as that. I created some images that I'm going to use during the Oilers Penguins broadcast. One night only. We are no longer Oilers Fan Reaction. We are Penguins After Dark. And it has nothing to do with Stuart Skinner. It has everything to do with Brett Kulak. I'm very upset that Brett Kulak got traded. So one night only. Pittsburgh Penguins After Dark. Oh, you guys know I'm joking. I can't stand guys with painted fingernails. Oh. 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 No, I really did create a logo. I really did. I kind of want to show it to you guys, but I don't know how many of you guys will get the joke, how many of you guys will understand why I chose the name. I might get in trouble for it, but it is what it is. Yeah, you're not wrong. And that Quinn Hughes trade came from out of nowhere, man. But that helps New Jersey out. Now they don't have to trade Heischer, and I can't remember the other guy's name that was part of the deal too. Another one of their top scoring wingers was part of the deal. No, it was Nemsek. Sorry, it was their defenseman, Nemsek. Another bad rebound control by Jari, cleared though.
Cleared from the front of the net with Nyes on the doorstep. Down the ice,
and that's icing with 9 seconds left to go in the first period. Shots are 12-10.
You love the cat and mouse game too. You got a loaded up line with McDavid and Draisaitl together with Hyman, and so what does Craig Berube do? You got Tavares out there, so you got Tavares, Matthews, and Nyes, and man, they get a nice transition again. McDavid comes back.
8.9 left to go in the first period. 12-10 shots for the Oilers. 1-1 is the score. Oilers got the only power play in the period, although Toronto looked better on the PK than the Oilers looked on the power play.
Off the draw, McDavid able to prevail. They'll play it back and they'll kill the clock here.
That's it for the first period, folks. It was an entertaining one. I don't think the Oilers have shot that many shots in the first period in a long time. Yeah, I don't know how they blew a 5-1 lead. They did it tonight. They did it today. No, you're right, Epic, and that's why I'm not, like, whatever happens for the first week that he's here, I'm not going to blow it out of proportion and be like, should have kept Skinner. I think we still should have kept Skinner, but again, when a guy requests a trade for personal reasons, So, St. Louis beat the Chicago Blackhawks yesterday 3-2. The Mammoth beat the Seattle Kraken 5-3. Today, the New Jersey Devils put the boots to the Anaheim Ducks 4-1. Minnesota looking good. No Quinn Hughes today, 3-2 over Ottawa. The San Jose Sharks beat the Pittsburgh Penguins 6-5 in overtime. In a shootout, the Islanders hold off the Tampa Bay Lightning 3-2. Right now, with 5 minutes left to go in the first period, Montreal 2. New York Rangers nothing on really bad ice. 1-1 after 1 in Toronto as the Oilers are in Toronto. 1-0 Winnipeg over the Washington Capitals with 3 minutes left to go in the first period. After 1, Philadelphia 2, Carolina nothing. After 1, Columbus 1, Vegas nothing. And puck drop yet. No, I haven't. I haven't seen it. I didn't watch any hockey yesterday. For the first time in a long time, I didn't watch a hockey game on a day. I missed yesterday's, again, dealing with Anna and her sick BS. Red Wings, Chicago, 6 o'clock puck drop. Florida, Dallas, 6 o'clock puck drop. Predators, Avalanche, 7 o'clock. Flames, Kings, double header on Hockey Night in Canada. That's your 8 o'clock start. Tomorrow, the Canucks are in New Jersey to take on the Devils. That would have been interesting. Hey, have a good night, Epic. Enjoy your party. Don't drink and drive. Call an Uber. Call a cab. Or if you live in Edmonton, text me. I'll come pick you up. Canucks and Devils. Mammoth and Penguins. Flyers, Hurricanes. Bruins, Wild. Oilers, Canadians. Sabres, Kraken. Are you okay? You're just enjoying life right now, eh? Ah. Yeah, I know you're sick. Anyways, guys, I'm going to go eat right quick. Enjoy the intermission. I will unmute the TV. I'll probably get a copyright strike for the commercials, but it is what it is. Unfortunately, there's no games on right now that...
A perfectly impossible crime. Really? You must discover what this flock of wolves is on.
That Knives Out
Does any of this exist?
movie 2, that looks like a good movie.
There's some Scooby-Doo stuff going on here.
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo.
Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery.
That's...
Tis the season for streaming on City TV Plus.
Who's ready for a holiday?
Yeah, she is.
There's gonna be some flavor in this kitchen tonight.
St. Nick here. Welcome to my crazy Christmas basement.
We have split you. Confidence come from?
I'm not used to how snuggly she is.
It's not from within. It must be pursued. Confidence is not a mindset. It's an achievement.
Scored a goal in their 100-year history. Brossois managed to do that in the AHL last night. All right, a lot of storylines on this night. Give me a...
So apparently Laurent Brossois plays for the Chicago Rockford Ice Hogs in the AHL. He scored a goal last night for them. Good for him. Way to stay relevant there, Laurent. Way to stay relevant. Another goalie that was booed out of Edmonton. Man, fans have a history of booing our goalies out. Any whoosies. Enjoy the Chicago Blackhawks pregame.
Nazar.
I bet.
No, I wasn't going to take
That's
it. We've switched 3 times. And it's going to do it for us. Thanks for watching Blackhawks Countdown Live. Up next, the original 6 matchup. You got to love it. They're going to have the Detroit Trucks going in just a bit. Blackhawks and Red Wings on CHSN. Enjoy it.
The holidays are all about giving, but at the Ram Wrap Up the Year sales event, it's all about getting. Get 0% APR financing for 60 months. Get the strongest Ram 1500 ever. And get it all backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Nothing stops Ram. Don't let anything stop you from getting a great deal at the Ram Wrap Up the Year sales event.
Right now, purchase this Ram 1500 and get 0% financing for 60 months or $5,500 total cash allowance on select 2026 Ram 1500 models in dealer inventory. And get a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty.
Happy holidays from Benny's Beverage Depot.
Calling all doers. The ones who roll up their sleeves and get things done. Where others see obstacles, you draw inspiration. When others settle for the status quo, you advocate for change. If purpose and passion drive you, join us in making a difference. Together, we will open doors to a promising future.
Okay, there's the signal.
Wait, look. Hurry, he's coming. Have a good round.
See you later.
All right.
What's that?
Toolbox.
Okay. Santa's way sneakier.
Experience the world's largest sports book at your fingertips.
I'm Derek Stevens.
I'm a lifelong sports bettor and owner of Circus Sports. We built this platform for bettors that want high limits and total transparency.
Featuring tight money line splits, low holds, and exceptional live customer service.
Hi, how may I help you today?
Download your new bookie today and start betting like a pro.
Circus Sports.
Flight by Yingling is raising the bar by crafting the next generation of light beer. With only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Flight by Yingling. Raise the bar.
On the 12th day of winter, the Jeep brand gave to me 12 switchbacks winding, 11 rubber duckies, 10-inch touchscreen, 9 pine tree sparkling, 8 decades going, 7 spots of shiny, skipping a few, 3 rows of seating, 2 finger waves, and only one.
Jeep. There's only one. Right now during the Jeep Wrap-Up Year Sales Event, well-qualified lessees can lease a 2026 Jeep Wrangler Sport Pass Gas model for $359 a month, or purchase and get no monthly payments for 90 days.
There's a new face in the Hawks locker room. Nick Lardis called up today, makes his NHL debut tonight. While an old friend is back in town, just 3 shy of career goal number 500. Welcome to the United Center, where the Hawks take on the Red Wings in the second of 4 special nights on this Centennial Celebration season. Tonight, Chapter 2, the Madhouse. Fans buzzing, an Original 6 showdown. Another team celebrating 100 years, Detroit Red Wings, in town tonight to take on the Blackhawks. And there's Nick Lardis, recalled from Rockford today. He's got 26 points in 24 games in the AHL. Big junior hockey scorer in the Ontario Hockey League, 71 goals last season, and the Hawks bring him up today because no Connor Bedard tonight. Less than a second left last night in St. Louis. Face-off against Braden Shen. Bedard, upper body injury. Went down, labored off the ice, will not play. No word yet how long he'll be out, but he won't play this evening, and the Hawks look to replace his offense. Tough to do. He's been in on nearly half the goals the Hawks have scored this season. Hi, everybody. It's Rick Ball. Darren Pang will be joining us down between the benches on this special broadcast tonight on CHSN. 757th meeting between these two teams. The Hawks have played no other team more than the Detroit Red Wings, and that includes a 5-1 win in Detroit on November 9th. That wrapped up a long road trip, and Arvid Soderblom was nothing short of spectacular in that game. He stopped 45 of 46 shots for the victory, as he'll get the start again tonight against the Wings for the second time this season. Lots to come, but first we hand things off for tonight's special ceremony to Pat Foley. Good evening, Chicago. Welcome to Chapter 2 of the Blackhawks Centennial Celebration. Tonight, it's Chicago Stadium night as we honor the cathedral where the Blackhawks built their identity and where so many great traditions were born. Of course, we also know it as the Madhouse. 31 years ago, the Blackhawks hosted their final game and said goodbye to the greatest hockey arena ever built. There are many people here tonight who remember it well, but there are also many of you who never had the chance to be in it. They've only heard stories of it. For both of those groups, I strongly recommend a documentary
called the Madhouse, which can be found on the Blackhawks website. You need about 40 minutes to watch it. It was beautifully crafted by the brilliant Sergio Lozano. When it opened in 1929, the stadium was the world's largest indoor arena. The Barton organ had 3663 pipes that were actually built into the foundation of the building. You didn't just hear it, you felt it. The stadium had the unique arrangement of locker rooms in the basement, and the athletes had to climb 21 stairs to get to the ice surface, similar to gladiators entering an arena. In the stadium, there were no frills, no video boards, no luxury suites, no distractions, just fans on top of hockey players. And the stadium was as tough as the neighborhood it resided in. Now please turn your attention to the video board. We'll take a look back and pay tribute to Chicago Stadium and what it meant to the organization and the fans.
You want to talk about Chicago Stadium? For 65 years, it wasn't just a building. Buildings are what other cities have. Chicago Stadium was a cathedral of sport, the voice of Chicago itself. When other arenas whispered, when they kept things quiet and polite, we said, "Are you freaking kidding me?" We roared. The Madhouse on Madison was born because we took 18,000 people and stacked them straight up to the sky. We put them right on top of the action. Just you and the ice and the most intimate hockey experience in the world. And what happened? The building shook. Literally shook. Al Melgard's organ didn't just play background music. It taught every arena in America how to make music. Wayne Mesmer sang our anthem like a battle cry, rattling opposing teams to their core. Gate 3.5 meant something. No separation between heroes and the people who made them legends. Our players walked through our crowd. And when we moved to a new home, did we abandon our soul? Are you out of your mind? We carried the madness with us because what we built in those hallowed halls wasn't tied to 4 walls and a roof. It was us. And we're still here.
Listen to this crowd!
There were many legends of the game who skated at 1801 West Madison Street. A few of them are here tonight, each playing hundreds of games at the stadium. J.P. Bordelot, John Marks, Phil Russell, Grant Mulvey, Savoir-Faire Dennis Savard. Thanks for being here tonight, boys. Thanks for all the memories. And hi, Troy, we're thinking about you tonight as well. It's a tremendous honor for me to be here as part of this ceremony tonight, but I'm feeling a little bit lonely. So if it's okay, can I bring out an old friend? A man who skated in Chicago Stadium, broadcast in the stadium. Oh, by the way, he built your championship teams. Please welcome back to Chicago Hawks legend, Dale Talon.
My favorite 4 words ever in hockey, back to you, Pat. He taught me everything I know, but not everything he knows. It's an honor and a thrill to be back in this great city. I love this place, and I love you fans. I love broadcasting with Pat. We're the dearest of friends. He taught me And he's the most generous man, and I'm so happy that you people still honor him and still love him, as I do. But building a hockey team and being part of the lore of this great organization is something that I will cherish and honor forever. So thank you for all the great memories. I love this place.
Thanks, Dale. There were many historic events that took place at Chicago Stadium. 3 NBA Finals, 10 Stanley Cup Finals. Both the Democratic and Republican National Conventions were there, and even an NFL championship game. The celebration, though, of the national anthem began in the 1980s and became an event unto itself. It was the 1991 NHL All-Star Game that showed the world how we do it in Chicago and made it synonymous with Blackhawks hockey. And to this day, it's the best tradition in all of sports. Shout out right here to Jimmy Cornelison, who's the Blackhawks anthem singer. He's cool enough tonight to step aside as we try to make this arena sound like Chicago Stadium in every way possible. To do that, we invite you to try and recreate the roar that existed across the street, even though the UC
I'm back, folks.
Twice the square.
Wow. Yeah, what happened to Bedard? I'm still trying to figure that out. I spent that first intermission eating, not really doing any work that I should be doing. But hey, sometimes some things turn into dumb things.
Start the second period. Hyman.
Second period is underway.
On the puck for Edmonton. A second period that surprisingly has not been kind to either of these teams this year. Evan Bouchard sends it around. Max Domi after it. Ekholm had stepped up, but now the Leafs elects it, led by Jake McCain, who had 4 blocked shots in the opening period. It'll come to Matthews. With Knies in behind the net, back for Matthews. That pass gobbled up by Bouchard, and up ahead it goes to McDavid. Working against Stetcher, and off the skate of Stetcher to the boards. Knies bumps it back to the former Oiler, and Troy Stetcher will leave it there for Oliver Ekman-Larsson. Up ahead at center, and it's Nylander with Tavares. Couple of shots on goal for the Maple Leaf veteran center in that opening period. Riley sending it wide of the net. And around it comes for Draisaitl. Up ahead, too far for Podkolzin. Nylander will turn it back into the Oilers zone. His shot goes wide. Savoy sends it around. Regula trying to catch up to that. Works it to Draisaitl. Lost it in his skates. And Tavares takes back over. He's tied up there. Strong stick from Podkolzin, but Tavares able to outfight him, and now it comes to Podkolzin in the Leaf zone. Back from Regula. Back to Regula. Now Leon Draisaitl with the puck. 4 points shy of 1,000 in his career. Savoy tied up there by Nylander, and here is Draisaitl trying to get to the net. Front cuts him off. Regula plays it back, and now Draisaitl hit to the bench on a change. Puck was still available and hit the official. I think Draisaitl thought they'd given up possession.
I think he thought it was going all the way around. You mentioned the play by Thrun. That's a difficult one. Is one thing Draisaitl does so well when he drags it into a long shift and you get fatigued. He just wears on your body, but he did a great job of getting inside and getting a piece of that puck to stop the cycle.
Frederick one-hands that around the former Bruins. Went up against the Maple Leafs many times in the past. Waugh knocked it loose into the front of the net where it's picked up by Ekman-Larsson, deflected out by Robertson. Back to get it is Henrique. Wider start to the second period. Coaches are getting involved here. Here's a pass in front, and Henrique stopped by Hildeby on the redirect. Nick Waugh away. Here's Waugh working in. with Robertson. Back for Waugh. Taken away by Bouchard. Up ahead with Frederick. Red line. He'll drop it in to start another oil change. Morgan Riley gets it back from Cowan. Up ahead to Lorentz. Assisted on the Cowan goal in the first period. Steven Laurentian fires it back. Run across. Riley. And that gives off Jarry. Lorentz trying to cycle it back towards Cowan. Broke it up. Cowan with some good work against that goal, but Bouchard helps his defensive partner out. Now up at center, and that jumped the stick of Tomashik, but no icing on the play. Curtis Lazarian after the puck. Now picked up by Stetcher. Here's Troy Stetcher away. Over the line, he'll drop it off. Lorentz a shot kicked into the corner by Jarry. Now Mangiapane.
Wow. 5 minutes already gone in the second period. Shots are 13-12 Edmonton. 1-1 is the score.
There, left Mangiapane with nobody to give it to, and that stopped any kind of transition off of a turnover.
Regula back to Nurse. Red line and fires it in. Going to be out to play that for McCabe. Short pass to Matthews. A long pass that got past Nyes. Rick to Jarry, who will cover up and will join Kyle.
Chris, it's the most wonderful time of year, which means the Oilers Holiday in Oil Country 50-50 presented by Rogers is now live in support of Make-A-Wish Canada and the Christmas Bureau. The jackpot is already north of $410,000 and climbing fast if you're in Alberta. Get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/5050. Chris?
Yeah, we know the jackpot's getting a lot higher than that. There's Riley in front. Matthews fires. That goes high.
Way higher than that now.
Riley in behind the net for Nyes. Comes loose for Matthews. Looking for Domi in the slot. Hooks it back into the corner. Loose puck. Matthews on it. In front. And a stop there. Another chance. Scores. Over Ekman Larson. 2-1 Toronto.
Garbage! 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 2-1 Toronto. And power play for the Oilers. Oilers getting help.
So he puts it right in the wheelhouse for Oliver Ekman-Larsson. Again, a great season he's had. He had a 9-game scoring streak earlier on, and he gets a big goal there.
Fifth goal of the year, but now the Oilers will try and look for a tying goal on that power play. Nugent Hopkins has it. Here's McDavid to Draisaitl. Centering it, looking for Hyman. Tied up in front by Stetcher. Who wouldn't let Hyman convert there on the back door. It'll be Bouchard. Draisaitl trying to set things up. McDavid takes the pass, plays it back to Bouchard. Here's McDavid for Nugent Hopkins and back. Watton and Lawrence, the penalty killers. Sharp angle shot. A rebound. And that one stopped by Hilleby. With Draisaitl, dangerous as always on the power play. Doesn't miss many of those. Gets another chance. And Hilleby an answer again.
Hey, at least they're shooting.
170 power play goals, by far the most in Edmonton.
I mean, Draisaitl shooting.
And about 70% of them from where he just shot twice.
The corner office. And a pass broken up there by McCabe.
55 seconds left to go in the second power play of the game for Edmonton.
Boy, they are so good at funneling everything to the net. Here's Draisaitl once again. Nugent Hopkins goes to the front. And Hilleby stands his ground. Draisaitl once again.
You're not wrong, eh?
Bouchard. McDavid working his way in and around behind the net. Back to Bouchard. Fires. In.
That's a lucky save, though. That save was a lucky save. But you're not wrong. Not wrong, Barbershop. Not wrong at all. Oilers got to find a way, though.
Down. That's what a 6'7" frame does. He's able to make himself tall and make that save.
5 shots already on this power play for Edmonton. That pass broken up by Benoit. McDavid lost his glove, but the Leafs able to clear.
The hardest thing about this power play is you've got the skilled guys individually that attack the lanes, and that opens up the passing lanes.
Draisaitl flying in. That's kicked away by Hilleby. A chance for Benoit to clear it. And he does. In the last 5 games, Dennis Hilleby has stopped more than 11 goals saved above expected. That's how hot he's been of late.
That was a hard mouthful to say, hey.
And the penalty done. The puck loose in front. One-handed by Henrique. A bouncing puck. And Matthews will take that to the corner. Now the Leafs are out. And Matthew Nyes goes to work. Trying to chip it past Stastny, who was knocked into the boards on a heavy play by Nyes.
Frederick's going back at Nyes. You see how well Stastny was able
Hey, how's it
to
going?
see, but just the physicality of Nyes just drilled it.
Pump for Domi. Frederick breaks that up. Domi gets it back and starts out. He'll drop it in past Stastny. Past 8 minutes of the second period. Oliver Ekman-Larsson providing the Leafs with the lead. Some talk that Ekholm and Ekman-Larsson are battling for a final spot on the Swedish Olympic team. As play is called, we'll look at that battle.
That was a tough hit.
Against the Oiler newcomer, Spencer Stastny.
That was a good hit. Let me do some research. I'm going to check that out because I want to see that for sure. Connor McDavid suffered a right shoulder injury during the final moments of the game against the Blues and will miss the upcoming game against the Wings. Face off. So he... So he was taking a face off and his shoulder gave out? What the heck? Day to day until Monday, and if they do more tests and it's bad, day to day turns week to week, turns month to month. So much for Bedard going to the Olympics. But that's still, ouch, man. Like, never want to see that. Like, even if you're not a fan of the player, you never want to see that, right? Like, there's just certain things you don't want to see. You're all like, yeah, right, Matt. You're glad he's hurt. You don't like him. Whether I like the person personally or not, he's still a human being and he's still a hockey player. Toughest guys in the world, those guys are.
Northville, Ontario in December.
Don't believe me, just watch.
Program will provide to almost 900
That Montreal Rangers first period, wild. Wild.
Because it will be appreciated.
That shouldn't have been a penalty shot for Panarin. If you watch the first period there for Montreal Rangers, that should not have been a penalty shot. How many times has that happened to the Oilers? No call, let alone a penalty shot. Ekman Larson feasts on the Oilers, apparently.
All that time playing in Phoenix and then in Vancouver, get plenty more opportunities. But what a great season Ekman Larson's had, and that's why the collective sigh from the Maple Leafs that he's back in the lineup and not out.
Second period, 20 to 15 shots for the Oilers, down 2-1.
Morgan Riley and Ekman Larson for the Maple Leafs. Lachapani's in. That broken up by Benoit. Nice defensive play, and they turn it to
Goals by McDavid, Cowan, and Ekman Larson answered for Toronto. All even strength.
Back to the line. Riley plays that on. Ekman Larson shovels it in behind the net. And there's Darnell Nurse with it.
It's so different watching a different goalie in net, the way he stands.
Shot attempts after the last break were 40 to 20.
I like it.
In favor of the Oilers, who have had a couple of power plays on the night. Leon Draisaitl in behind the net it goes. Centering pass by Savoy, knocked away from Podkolzin. Along the boards, and Draisaitl able to recover that in front. And now Robertson's going to turn out of the zone. Podkolzin trying to get back. Cuts Robertson off at the pass. Here's Stetcher in, and he slipped that wide, looking for a stiff back door. Tipped in by Yarncroke. And now Brugula. For Edmonton past the midway mark of this second period.
Wow. This game is just flying. Played with a high stick, it was. As I say the game is flying, they blow it down for a high stick. Come on, boys! You gotta start doing something if you're the Oilers here. Like, it's status quo right now. Like, can you really blame a goalie? It's funny how the nitwits comment on my videos, but they don't come to my lives until the team is getting blown out. Huh. Well, Oilers down 2-1 right now, but anything can happen in the next 5 minutes. Connor McDavid assisted by Evan Bouchard. McDavid's 17th of the season. Gave us something to cheer about. Not wrong. You're right. You're absolutely right about that. If he drags the San Jose Sharks in the playoff spot, you've got to believe he wins the Hart. Because that is MVP material. As much as I love McDavid, and I think it's a McDavid-McKinnon race, if Celebrini finds a way to have San Jose make the playoffs, you got to give it to him.
Emphasizing he's got a real good energy about him, and the energy's matched the moment here tonight, Chris.
Well, he's doing all his talking in goal. He's going to be tested here as McDavid
scores! Connor McDavid does it again!
Like that, the game is tied.
I wish I didn't delete everything.
Right to Hildeby there. Stetcher tried to clear. The front of the net. There's the turnover.
Stetcher! 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 No, that's a Troy Stetcher goal. You can say that. That's fine.
McDavid has created that kind of chaos.
Stetcher!
2 of the game, 18 on the year, now 50.
Connor McDavid, his second goal of the game, assisted, well, scored by Troy Stetcher. We can't even say it was assisted by him. It was scored by him.
Game tied at 2. Now he's trying to change that.
Remember when Patrick Laine did that for Winnipeg when he played the Oilers? I remember when Patrick Laine did the same thing. Next couple weeks later, he got traded. Oh, Stetch. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Big hugs. Oh, big hugs. Now, if he's in Edmonton, he's getting bashed, berated, screamed at. Fans are sending him death threats. I mean, he's probably getting that right now in Toronto. But yeah, whew. 2-2 hockey game.
He got a little bit of a break there. And Stetcher will be right back in that.
He's just helping out the boys. He's helping out the boys, Diane. Good call.
Top 4. There's a point shot that sticks to Hildeby. And he'll cover with a little action around the net.
With BetMGM's responsible gambling tools like deposit or time limits, you can always mull it over ahead of time.
Party's in the back.
I was talking about the relationship for Hildeby. I can tell you as a player, and I know Kelly Rudy can speak to it as the goaltender, when you're a new guy in, you just try to be quiet. You try to let your game create the confidence that the players will have in you. And it does make a difference. Look at that penalty kill that he just had, 5 great saves. And all of a sudden the team starts to trust you. They start to feel for you. They start to play.
Yeah, barbershop. That's how quickly.
And I think that has happened over the last, what has it been, 5?
And for that reason alone, I think that's how quickly he can go from a 20-goal scorer to a 40-goal scorer. And a 40-goal scorer to a 60-goal scorer. It's all about mindset with him. It does seem. It seems like him and the Oilers don't care about November, October. It's like, let us sleep in. It's like that kid. Like I went to school with a kid, and I know I'm gonna ramble for a little bit, but I'm perfectly okay with it. I went to school with a kid that never studied. I don't even think he opened a textbook the entire 4 years I went to school with him. He was always the last kid in class. First kid to leave as soon as the bell rang. Come tests though. 95, 98, 99s, 100, every test. A pluses. Never opened a textbook, never studied, never gave a shit about school, but A pluses every test. Me, I studied my ass off. I was always asking for extra help. Barely getting 60s. Barely getting C's. Thank you, appreciate you, love you.
And Moses got a yell with her own.
No, you're right about that, Renegade. He doesn't need any more awards. The only award he needs is Stanley Cup. Why is she coming down?
She's also bringing her calendar down.
Into the corner for Waugh.
Oh, I see this.
Robertson stays on the puck. 4-man board battle. And it comes loose. Riley's in deep. Now Nick Waugh.
Yeah, he forgot
a cycle attack for Robertson. Around to the second period lead goal scorer, Ekman Larson. Here's Nick Waugh. In there by Lazar. And the puck loose for Nurse to one left. Giovanni's out. Under 7 to go here in the second period. Andrew Giovanni's in. Here's Giovanni in behind the net. Stetcher tracks him. Bouchard across for Ekholm. Now Draisaitl on the prowl. It'll come free in front. That's knocked away by Ekman Larson.
6.5 minutes left to go. We have 301 now? Thanks, buddy. That's awesome.
These were two of the top 3 teams in the
Yeah,
second
Renegade,
period
you're
last
right.
year, plus 28 for the Leafs and plus 26 for Edmonton. They're both minus in the second period so far this season in the bottom third of the league. Here's Savoy, not able to control the puck. Taken away by Stetcher. Now Nylander. Taken down was McCabe looking for a call.
And getting one.
Get it.
Oilers on the penalty kill.
First power play of the night.
That, I don't know. I don't like those calls.
So Jake McCabe draws the
Like,
penalty.
that's a guy that fell over more than anything. But I get it. I get it. You got to call it. Guy falls in open ice. You got to call it. Little weak if you ask me, but Toronto power play. Their first power play of the game. Oilers have had 2. Not looked very good on them. Really, Coffee? That's a bear. They wanted beer, not bear. Last time I checked, we were at 280, so I must be doing something right. Despite me being a lunatic and off my hinge and an emotional R person. Yeah, I've been called every name out of the book this past week. It's okay. Doesn't bother me. You can attack me, just don't attack my team. There. Did we miss one? Did we miss number 12? Can you see the 12? I see the 12. Unfortunately, Renegade, that's where you and I will have to disagree. There is going to be moves made when Roslovic comes back, Kapanen comes back, Wallman comes back. We're going to be $3 million over the cap. Actually, more than that now. Shit. We're going to be more than that now because we have Jari. We're going to be closer to $4 or $5 million over the cap when we're all healthy. I'll check that during the second intermission. We missed 10, 11, 12, and today's 13. We also missed number 5 as well.
Multi-point game in the last 7 against Toronto. But
yes,
now
how are you
Leafs
feeling,
to the
Lubo?
power play for the first time tonight. And power play chance right off the bat as Matthews drives that wide.
5.5 left to go in the first period. 1:40 left to go in the power play for the Toronto Maple Leafs.
And across for Nylander. Challenge there. Tied up by Lazar. Leafs folded in. It's Matthews again. In the slot. Tavares.
Oh yeah, we've all been sick.
That's a couple of looks, and now Edmonton will clear.
Yeah, pretty good purpose. And right off the bat, the one draw and the
Yeah.
Matthews,
But keeping them busy though, right? Like you'd rather be busy than at home being bored.
Tavares tried to get that quick shot.
It just tires us adults out like quick.
Matthews with 2 power play goals. He's had at least 10 in 7 consecutive years. And that broken up by Henrique, who turns the power play back.
Here's when your power play's been struggling. I don't know if you heard the crowd there. It's a groan. You don't get the entry. You know, they've been watching this 3 for their last
Thank you,
30.
Racy.
That can start playing with your mind. You've got to take that out, play with some confidence, snap that puck around with confidence.
Here's Riley. He'll fire it right out. First puck in front. Nice! Unable to bury that. And Edmonton will clear.
Just a great stick by Tristan Jarry. You remember that first goal, that rebound he couldn't control.
There was a joke going around back in the 90s that Wayne Gretzky for 1 year should strap on the pads just so he can win the Vezina. He won everything else but the Vezina. And the Norris, obviously, because that's defenseman of the year. Yeah, no, absolutely, Lubo. That's why we do it with Anna. And we're going to do that a lot more. Get the kids off the electronics, right? Like, a little bit is fine, but I see way too many kids Sitting in lines even. Just
Domi kicks it back.
waiting for food, they've got a tablet in front of them.
Back, shooting. Big rebound. Ekman Larson again fired.
2 block shots there by the Oilers defense corps. That's good to see.
Midpoint Ekman Larson and Domi. Downhill, takes a look. Hot shot high. Rebound loose in front. McMahon couldn't reach it.
14 seconds left to go on the power play.
Great pressure for the Leafs. Ekman Larson again.
Larson is just firing everything.
Domi in the dying seconds. One last chance. Loose in front. And Juan able to reach that. With Jari looking the other way, and Podkolzin returns. And it remains tied at 2.
Tristan Jarry's looked good, guys. He's had a few bobbles, but hey, what goalie doesn't?
Shooting gallery, wasn't it? Here's the tough angle shot that hits Jarry right in that throat protector.
If you guys were thinking I was going to bash Jarry, you came to the wrong place. I won't bash him. He wears an Oilers jersey.
Good job, and I think they're going to make sure that it's something break on that shot.
He's got one Pittsburgh badge, but they're going to just check with him to make sure he's all right. It's a game earlier this week that they had a concussion protocol in the shootout.
I wonder if that hit him in the collarbone or something around there. That was a hard shot by Domi that got him right there, Calvin.
Oh, that's terrible.
Wondering, but
well, this is my worry about Jarry, though, guys.
They need to have a little time here.
At first I wondered if it was just some damage to the mask, but clearly they are checking on him and the collarbone off in a vulnerable part of the goaltender.
That is one thing that I'm not happy about Jarry. He's injury prone. And that is my biggest criticism of him. And if you guys don't see it, that's fine. I don't care how good of a goalie you are. You can be as good as possible, but if you're hurt, you're no good to us.
He's looked like he's got his game dialed in as well.
Yeah. Full rebuild, like you said in our personal chat, Lubo. It's time to blow it all up. Do you trade Elias Pettersson as well, or do you keep him for the rebuild?
Loading it up, Stastny bounced it in front. Hyman unable to find the rebound. Still loose, and Stetcher takes it away from the front of the net.
Yeah, Barbershop, you're not wrong. Thank God he's back. But that is my biggest worry about Jarry, is the injuries.
By Jarry. Held in there by Matthews. Yarncroke denies.
Yeah, you're going to have to name Petey. Or do you name Sherwood the part? 4-4 Montreal Rangers. Wow, what a game that is.
Separation and then quick hands. Put the puck to an area to get a shot over.
Robertson to Ritz and Nurse.
You're not wrong, Barbershop. But yeah, like, who do you name captain there in Vancouver? Do you name Hornacek or Hronek captain, sorry? Because that seems to be the next go, like Hornick, Hronek, maybe a winger? Or do you name my public enemy number 1? Connor Baby Garland. Hi. Yes. Yes, I'm watching hockey. Yeah.
Just over 2 minutes remaining here in the second.
Yeah, Barbershop Myers, yep.
At the line, broken stick for Ekholm and an offside goal.
Boy, a great example.
I mean, Sherwood's really the only guy showing up. From what I'm hearing from a lot of my Vancouver Canucks fans and friends, sorry, not fans, but friends, Sherwood's the only Canuck really showing up day in, day out. I don't think he's a consensus number 1. I think him going to the NCAA has hurt his draft, has hurt him a lot. Like, I get why he did it, and I understand why he went to the NCAA, but his body's just not built for it. Which makes you wonder, is his body going to be built for the NHL? What? What?
His man over and went in and tapped.
Buddy.
Tavares failed on the pass. Could be a break here, but Tavares.
You are crazy.
And pulled back in his own zone. Bouchard getting away from Tavares.
What about DeBrusque? I think DeBrusque is going to be leaving.
Advancing over the line.
You know what? Jake DeBrusque to Edmonton for Janmark, straight up.
It's in the corner, and now up with it is Stitcher. Jake McCabe's got some room to get to the red line. Fired in. Relief change here as we approach the final minute.
1 minute left in the second period. 1 minute remaining.
Mangiapane's in, up against Stitcher. Oilers changing behind him, taken away by Waugh.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Barbershop. It just, he just looks kind of lost right now. He looked like, and this might be an okay thing to say, he does look like he's a boy playing with men. Darnell Nurse scores! 3-2 Oilers! And again, guys, I deleted all my Oiler goal stuff, so I apologize. I messed up. I messed up.
The one thing you can't do is do anything blind. Here's Robertson. A no-look pass creates 3 guys getting caught deep. Now you got to deal with the speed of McDavid. That draws 3 guys over to the one side. And Darnell Nurse has been watching this his entire career. He knows exactly where to go. A blind pass to the middle that ends up in the back of your net.
Well, we'll take a lead going into the intermission.
Third point of the game for McDavid. His 6th 3-point game of the season. Nice. With a shot that ramps off the stick and out. Bravery lives in William Danjanu, skating with pride, power, and the heart of a champion. Watch him compete with Team Canada starting February the 6th on CBC and CBC Gem.
And Chris, how many times has Chris Knobloch done that? You had the McDavid line out there after the penalty kill. Then you had Nugent Hopkins centering a line. And in the last minute, you know that those guys are jumping right back out. And sometimes defensively, you don't expect to be playing against them. And those are the things that can happen when you do.
.997 for Draisaitl. Here's the shot. Loved it.
997. Oh, Lubo, I know you were late, but I won't be here tomorrow because obviously Sunday. Yeah, I noticed that too. I'm noticing that too, so I don't know how to fix this. Here, how would I do this? Maybe I just do this, go back here and do it this way. After 2 periods of play, the Oilers 3, the Toronto Maple Leafs 2. Dangle's probably got a lot to say about that. Ooh. Let's see if it updated now. Let's keep an eye on that. Absolutely. Thank you, Lubo. Thank you for checking out on that. So I won't be here tomorrow, but I'll be back on Tuesday when the Edmonton Oilers play the Pittsburgh Penguins. Yeah. Oilers Penguins on Tuesday. Skinner and Kulak did not play today for Pittsburgh. Obviously, they had more travel than what Jari did for Toronto. So, out-of-town scoreboards. New Jersey beats the Anaheim Ducks 4-1. The Minnesota Wild beat the Ottawa Senators 3-2. The San Jose Sharks come all the way back to beat the Pittsburgh Penguins 6-5 in overtime. The New York Islanders hold off the Tampa Bay Lightning 3-2 in a shootout. After 2, Edmonton 3, Toronto 2. With 7 minutes left to go in the second period, 4-4 hockey game, Montreal, New York, Rangers. 2-2 after 2 for Carolina, Philadelphia. 1-1 after 2 for Vegas, Columbus. 3-0 Winnipeg over Washington with 5 minutes left to go in the second period. With 5 minutes left to go in the first period, Detroit 2, Chicago 0. And 5 minutes left to go in the first period, Florida 0, Dallas 0. Puck's still yet to be dropped in Nashville for Colorado and Calgary, LA. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah. Ba. Oh. My. Daddy. Oh, my daddy. Look at her buns. Becky, look at her butt. He's not like, it's not an ouch. It's facts. And it's not he's not knocking Skinner by saying that. It's true. Like, he's a reactional goalie. He's not a positional goalie. And with the bad defense that the Oilers are, you have to react. And that's where I think Skinner's going to thrive in Pittsburgh. Is that defense plays very well positionally in front of their goalies, for the most part. I think Skinner's going to thrive in Pittsburgh, just like I think Jari will thrive here. But on Tuesday, Lubo. Oh, I didn't even see the temperature. Oh, yeah, my bad. Yeah, I didn't see what he said in temperature. I was looking at something else. Stastny, he's actually looked really good until he got crunched and hurt a little bit. It's crazy cold here. Minus 30? You live in Iowa. It's not supposed to be minus 30 in Iowa. It's supposed to be like minus 15 tops. You don't live in a cold area. Yeah, I'm not, like I said, I'm not hating on him, and I won't. I like what he's doing. I like how he's making saves. I like how he's moving the unconventional way. But doing this also leads to injury, right? Like, the more you move, the more prone you are to get injured. But hey, that's the way he plays, and I'm all for it. Again, I want him to succeed here. Because if he succeeds, the Oilers succeed. Right? Right? Like, that's the way I look at it. If he does good, the Oilers do good. Yeah, I got that after jokes. Yeah, I apologize. My bad. See, I don't catch everything in the chat right away, especially when I'm not looking at my screen, because I was doing something else on my computer. So Tuesday, we are no longer Oiler Fan Reaction. On Tuesday, we are Penguins After Dark. I got the graphic made up and everything. Yeah, right, man? How's it going, man? Oh, Jeebus. Why is it so cold? I want to go outside and skate on an outdoor rink. I don't want to be breaking my balls. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm intrigued to see what his helmet looks like, too. Oh, that's what happened. He got cross-checked on the face-off. Ouch. Yeah, he's going to get an MRI done. I thought you'd get a kick out of that, Lubo. Penguins After Dark. Here, I'll send you the image that I made. It was either going to be Penguins After Dark or Penguins Fan Reaction. I made two different logos. That is my head that you're ripping off. It's attached. I swear, it's attached. It's not going anywhere. Yeah, Ray. Yeah, wait, it's attached. Ah, you give me whiplash. You give me whiplash. You're like an ex-girlfriend. You're giving me whiplash. Hi. Daddy. Daddy. No, guys, I'm not doing that. I just thought it'd be funny if I did. Just for one night only. I'm a Penguin fan. And it has nothing to do with Stuart Skinner. It has everything to do with Kulak. We traded a good defenseman away. Did we have to? Oh, geez, that's awesome. Has signed up for that. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome to hear, Lubo. That's definitely proud dad moment. That is definitely proud dad moment. Man, they grow up so quick, eh? Like, it just feels like it just feels like time is slipping so quickly. We blink and they're a baby. Next thing you know, they're off to school for grade 1. We close our eyes for the night, we wake up and they're in junior high, going through all the teenage drama bull crap. Yeah, they called up Stillman. Yeah, they did for just in case Stasny couldn't make it to the game. So they called Stillman up, yeah. Yeah, exactly. And Iron Man player, yeah. Enjoy Poulin down there, man. Apparently Samuel Poulin's a banger. Yeah, you're not wrong, Lubo. You're absolutely... The older you get, the faster it goes.
Yeah, and let's not mention our 21-year-old who's married.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I don't know where her other arm is.
It's trapped under my arm.
So how am I supposed to grab her?
Sure, I don't know. Figure it out. No. Glasses are not to be ripped off heads.
Oh, there's the stank eye.
You want to fight? I'm quicker than you. Now it's a game. Okay. Love you.
Love you.
Bye. But yes, as far as Stuart Skinner goes, he requested a trade. When you request a trade, you get a trade. It just so happened that Tristan Jarry requested a trade from Pittsburgh as well. It worked out for both teams. Here's something I want to say. What if, in an alternate universe, Penguins Oilers in the playoffs final this year? Sidney Crosby, McDavid, Skinner and the Penguins versus Jarry and the Oilers. Yeah, right? Like, I looked and it's like already December 13th. Where the heck did the freaking time go? Right out the window, as they say. Shots in that period were 13 for the Oilers, 12 for the Maple Leafs, 25-22 total. Right? That would be something. Then you can tell for sure if it really was the goaltending. No, you're right, but he has Seeloffs, which is, I don't know, man. Seeloffs look pretty good against the Oilers. Yeah, that Central Division is stacked. But they're going to hurt each other in round 2. They're going to be weak come round 3. That's where you take advantage of them. The Oilers kind of did last year. Kind of not really, but you're not wrong, Lubo. That division is top heavy. That's good, though, right? That's what you want. You want competition. It'll be that way until Quinn Hughes goes to New Jersey. And again, I'm not kidding when I say New Jersey won that trade. Because there was rumors going about that it was their top defenseman and Nico Hischier going the other way, as well as a first-round draft pick for Quinn Hughes. Now they get to keep their players and add Quinn Hughes at the free agency, possibly. Jersey's going to be, if that's what happens, Jersey's going to be a team to be messing with. You know what, Barbershop? You might not be wrong. Hey, they rode a hot goalie. That's what a good goalie can. That's what a great goalie can do for you in the AHL. Silas was great for Vancouver in that playoff run for the Abbotsford Canucks. Sorry. I mean, but if you're a goalie, you're saying the other way. All I gave him was the post, right? Like, I love that though. I love the different forward and goalie. Like, as a goalie, you're sitting there thinking, that's all I gave you was the post. Wow, that's terrible. That is nuts. Quinn will be traded at the trade deadline. Is that, you think he's going to go at the trade deadline? Ooh, I don't know. I don't think Minnesota would be that dumb. Like, the only caveat with the Quinn Hughes move I have right now is I don't think he plays the Minnesota system. I don't know if he fits that system of sit back and wait for your opponent to make a mistake. I think he's the offensive pusher. Maybe that's what they were looking for, though, right? Like, maybe that's what they were looking for, was that offensive defenseman to help push the play. And if that's the case, he's a perfect fit. But if they want him to play defense first, that might be asking a lot. Did she get a face job? It looks like she got a facelift. Holy smokes. Oh, for sure, Lugo. Absolutely. Yeah. If you can watch him, watch his game. Thank you. I'm interested to see what he does. Like I said, I've been talking to people since the trade. I'm not just going to be doom and gloom. F the Oilers for trading Stuart Skinner. F the fans for making sure it happened. Right? Oh, that power play is going to be really, really good. So I'm going to be the optimist. And I talked to people about Stastny. Solid skater. Quick. Moves the puck really well. Little lackadaisical in the offensive zone, but has been working on that end of his game. Much like all the Oilers' defense, kind of doesn't think defense first, always offense. Which, hey, the Oilers have been wanting a puck-moving defenseman that can move the puck to their forwards quick enough, right? There's your guy. What I heard about Samuel Poulin, big body. He'll bang, he'll mash, he'll go to the dirty areas. He'll sit in front of the net. He'll take the hit to make the play. He is a former first-round pick, which is kind of strange that he was a first-round pick for the Pittsburgh Penguins. But maybe we didn't lose that trade as much as people are thinking we did. I mean, it's tough pill to swallow. You're going to lose Skinner, Kulak, and a second. But Pittsburgh didn't want to retain any salary, so... more pieces had to go. But yeah, I'm not gonna bash the team or the fans for Skinner. It was time for him to go, and I hope he thrives wherever he plays next year. But hey, now his family can relax and know that they're not going to get threatened every night. Yeah, he's a big man. He's a big boy. He's a big, big boy. Yeah. No, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Like, at first, you guys knew I went live, and then my first reaction was I was pissed. Obviously, right? The emotions running high. I found out about the trade about 7 o'clock in the morning. Shh. I'm not supposed to tell people when I found out about the trade. But it, I believe I was one of the first people to break the trade on TikTok, which is scary that this guy said it before anybody else. But yeah, it was a shock to my system because for all intents and purposes, I was told Skinner wasn't being traded until the off season where they were just going to let him walk for free because his numbers were not there and nobody wanted him. And that was the main reason, guys. Like, it had nothing to do with the Oilers liking Stuart Skinner or the management saying, this is our guy, we love him, he's not going anywhere. His numbers weren't good enough to be traded. Well, the last 5 games, his numbers were pretty damn good. Good enough for the Pittsburgh Penguins to say, wow, there's a goalie here. So, hey. And the fact that he requested a trade 3 days before the trade happened. Again, details. You got to think, though, if he didn't request a trade, is he still an Oiler? Probably. But then his family's still getting the threats. And that's where I will never understand that fan, where you're threatening a player's family for their performance. That's like going after a CEO's, dad and brother and sister because the CEO ripped you off $1,000. You know, attack the CEO. Go after the CEO that you're mad at. Don't. Family and kids, women and children shouldn't be involved in grown men's sports.
As Edmonton takes a 1-goal lead into the third period.
Third period underway.
Leafs won both games last season, 4-3. The game in Toronto won in overtime. Bouchard across for Ekholm. Sends that, it bounced in front of the net. And now McDavid comes out in front.
McDavid looking for the hat trick. Wow.
Clear out to center. He tried to time that so it slid across and Nugent Hopkins.
Oh, I thought it was a pretty fair trade after I heard everything about it and who was coming back. I'm going to look forward to see how Samuel does in the AHL for a little bit, and he might get the call up. We know the Oilers want to get tougher, right? Yeah, exactly, Lubo. That's a hand pass. That's a hand pass. That was a hand pass in the offensive zone by the Oilers. You're not wrong. I go nuts. Obviously I'm passionate, but I will never go after a player's family.
Oh boy, well, yeah, real push here in the first.
I won't lie to you guys. I have enemies. I have guys that send me stuff a lot. I have a lot of DMs threatening me and my well-being and call me some pretty nasty names. But I would never ill will against their family. That person can, you know what. But their family, I would. Nothing but peace and joy to their families. Scores! Pod Colson! 4-2 Oilers. And again, I don't have. Oh, I feel like an asshole now.
How do you think Dennis Hildeby feels here to start the third? You just had a shift where you had Zach Hyman.
Right? And I'm guilty of threatening, and I don't like when I get like that. Oh, I know some Leaf fans right now, they're losing their minds. His 7th goal of the year.
The other end.
Draisaitl, Regula.
Well, Podkolzin is the type of player that has just such a great opportunity, and he and Leon Draisaitl are starting to get some chemistry. You know, I played on a line with Mark Messier as a centerman and Glenn Anderson on the one side, and Draisaitl reminds me so much of Mark, just the presence on the
He's your boy, Loops. He's your boy.
body to protect the puck. He keeps plays alive longer than
Podkolzin's probably your favorite player. Just because he came from Vancouver, right? No, I like what he does. He does good things. Shots are 27-23 for the Oilers. 4-2 Edmonton. That would be a something. That would be something if he gets to 20. Scores! Podkolzin does it again! Back to back, Jack! He might get 20, Lubo. My God.
Well, kid, I got about 35 of those from Mark Messier the same way. A chance to play with a player.
He hasn't reached his peak yet. 999, one more point. Draisaitl gets 1,000. 5-2 Oilers. Oh. Woo!
It was knocked down. They'll pile up along the boards. Comes loose for Cowan. An outlet for Benoit.
Wow.
A goal in the final minute.
5-2, who knew?
Tie in the second. And 2 goals before the 3-minute mark.
That's a crazy shot.
Big bounce in front.
Wow.
Chances fired wide.
That was crazy. Bounce off the top of the glass.
After missing that chance.
Podkolzin's 8th goal of the season, assisted by Draisaitl. And Savoy.
Had too many for his
I think whoever jumped off was the 5th man. And Leafs briefly had 4 on the ice as Robertson fires that wide. It'll be McCabe stepping up. Here's Waugh trying to center. Bouchard up ahead, and Tomasha gets centered. Looking for Lazar. Leaned on by Waugh. Stetcher in there. Yardthroat battling. And it comes loose for McCabe. 4th game of a 5-game homestand for Toronto. 1st game of a 5-game road trip for Edmonton. In Montreal tomorrow night. Here's McDavid once again. Nugent Hopkins. Regula. Nurse placed around behind the net. Matthews there to help out. And up it goes to Nyes. Breaking was Benoit. But just bounced into the Oilers zone. And around it goes to Nugent Hopkins. Domi trying to send it across for Nyes. Cut by Regula and played deep by Nugent Hopkins. Here's Nugent Hopkins, leaned on by Benoit. Hyman trying to take it away from Matthews. Knocked loose for Domi, and the Leafs will work out. There's Nyes rolling it in, end of a shift, and Matthews peels back on a change. Out comes Nylander, turning Regula back. Just thinking about Connor McDavid's awareness, probably knows Draisaitl now at 9.99.
Yeah, he'll be gunning, huh?
If they get together, you know what the focus will be. Nylander unable to connect there with McMahon. Back the other way. Here's Savoy in. He'll kick it back. Spencer Stastny a shot. And that'll be gloved by Hildeby as we check back in with Kyle.
You're not wrong, man. You're not wrong. That was not... Even though they got... what's his nuts in that trade? The Minnesota Wild forward. That's not a fair deal, man. Quinn Hughes, man. Minnesota took them to the woodshed and fleeced them. What happened? 15 minutes left to go in the third period. 5-2 Oilers.
To go down and watch all the lights on the houses, but you saw the big bins there to collect money for the food bank.
Oh, loose in front and knocked off the stick of Frederick. Emerson fanned on that, taken away by Lawton. Here's Scott Lawton back for the Leafs. Trying to roll that through, looking for Yardcrook. Yardcrook, Lawton, and Waugh together here.
This is the time in a game, too, if you're the Leafs. You got to have somebody create a spark. Give yourself a little hope. If you watch the San Jose Sharks against the Penguins today, down 5-1 at this point of the third period, came back and won it in overtime. But you need something to give you a little bit of spike, a little bit of energy. And often, if it's a bottom six player that can do it, it can rally the bench a little bit.
Off the boards, it'll be kept in by McCabe. Firing it across. Here's Stetcher. Trying to get that to the net. Bouchard unable to clear it. Came out in front, but the Cowan was expecting it. And now it's off the boards and out from Henry. And they're going to call a hand pass on Stetcher to hold play just past 6 minutes into the third. So Leon Draisaitl's got his fingerprints on the third period, along with Vasily Podkolzin.
It's okay. The game is almost over, and then I'll come upstairs. Oh, jeez. Oh. I think Petey was the problem. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's an ownership issue. Maybe it's an ownership issue. I don't know enough about the situation that is. Shit, she's coming for me. Guys, if you don't hear from me, don't be sorry. That's a 5-2 lead for the Oilers. It's youchies. Someday I will buy.
Bam. 19:29 of the second, and then 2 goals in the first minute, 55 of the third, as Hildeby stops that.
Well, these are the moments for Hildeby. You know, he knows what's sitting. You saw a little bit of Joseph Wall getting back and hoping that he's going to be back in action, but you don't really know how long. Aktiamov on the bench is the backup again, but I don't think you could pin this one on Hildeby. You just saw the examples here of puck possession, and the thing that'll drive Craig Berube crazy is just take control of the puck a little too loose. And those kind of turnovers are the things that get in the head of a head coach and drive him crazy. Leafs have been much better.
Oh, that's awesome.
Over this span where they played some really good defensive hockey.
Lawrence testing the short side.
No lead is safe, especially with the Oilers. Not wrong.
2-1 lead at the just under 5 minutes in the second.
Sorry, I'm doing some editing on something right quick.
For the Oilers.
All right now, you've allowed Tristan Jarry to sort of settle himself into the game. I think if I'm Chris Knobloch, you had to be a little bit worried.
You're not wrong, especially with this Oilers team, man. Like, that's why I'm not shouting from the rooftops.
His team
Not
is
yet.
able to supply the offense to maybe take a little bit of the pressure off and allow him to get in.
You're not wrong either.
Himself down.
And a set play trying to spring Leon Draisaitl 1 point away from a huge milestone night. Draisaitl swings it to the left side.
Yeah, it's
Think about 4 away from a milestone that's going to happen.
her brain isn't braining properly right now.
Draisaitl. Not be that unexpected as they'll be able to smother that shot from Darnell Nurse.
Well, and the thing for Draisaitl, he'll be the fastest to 1,000, 5th fastest outside of North America. And, you know, so much you saw Ron's board there on the German contingent and the most points on a team. Well, that 40 has just gotten a little bit bigger. And you know that he'll be awfully excited.
You know what, Loops? I would love to see that. I would love to see the Draisaitl assist 1,000 career points on Pod Colson's first career Hattie. Yeah, yeah. And they were up 5-1 too, Jodes. As Barbershop told me. I didn't watch the game earlier when I found out Skinner and Kulak weren't playing. I didn't watch the game.
And in the league, it will tie him with another former Oiler, Jason Arden. Oh, really? In the top 100 all time. There's Lawton looking rink wide, stepping up his thrust. And that bodied down by Jarry. Lazar playing it back, fired around off the stick of Mangiapane and out. Chris Knobloch has rolled his lines consistently tonight. Up ahead, Lawton trying to get it to Matthews. Now sends it deep and heads to the bench to complete the chain. Off the bench comes Nyes, trying to work his way in. Flip back out to the leaf line. Morgan Riley up ahead. Domi couldn't take that pass off his skate. Bouchard back in Ekholm. Up ahead, broken up by Ekman Larson. Nyes will fire it in. Jarry couldn't knock it down. Domi's up with it. There's Max Domi. Back to Riley. Sends that. Just wide of the net with Matthews tied up by Ekholm. Nyes barging in behind the net, unable to come up with that loose puck, and it's flipped away. And Janmarko skied onto that, sent it across, and the pass intercepted by Ekholm.
Yeah, good veteran thinking there by Ekman Larson. He knew exactly what was coming his way, got himself back to the middle, took away the potential for a chance there, but another icing, and you know, off the face-off, you've got Nugent Hopkins, McDavid, and Hyman trying to figure something out quickly here off of a draw, and a pretty tired group.
Yeah, no. Klingberg with 2, yeah. No, that San Jose team will be scary if they figure it all out.
The draw controlled by the Oilers, who had the edge in the face-off.
I think next year, if they keep it going, they'll figure it all out. The San Jose Oilers?
And across, Nurse looking for the stick of Hyman, just missed.
San Jose Oilers, the LA Oilers.
Hopkins once again centers. Hyman unable to get the shot to the net. And it deflects out.
A lot of Oiler teams out there right now.
The Sharks smell blood, don't they? You just look at the intensity. And there's
one Shark trying to get it to the net again. We're not talking San Jose. Nugent Hopkins in, and he tried to set up McDavid.
Scores! Zachary Hyman makes it 6-2. Woo! We routing. We routing.
Exactly that look on.
honestly, if Minnesota didn't make that trade to get Hughes, if Minnesota stayed status quo, I think Jets had a chance. But because Minnesota made that move, I don't think so. I think it's going to be Dallas, Colorado, Minnesota in the Central. And in the Pacific Division, I think it's just going to be this way it always is. LA, Edmonton, Vegas. And your wild card teams, it's looking like Anaheim will be a wild card team along with Seattle. Jones. That's such an old man joke. I love it. But that's the thing. Hollebuck is back now. Well, we'll see how long it takes for him to... I mean, they're winning tonight, right? You're right, Renegade. And that's okay to not be comfortable with him. Yeah. But yeah, I just think that it's top 3 heavy in the Central. After that, I'll check the standings after this game because I don't know how far out Winnipeg is, right? But I just think it's way too high of a hill to climb.
Pass intercepted at center. Bouchard over the line. Savoy. Here's Matt Savoy working in. Lawrence tracking him. Kick back to Bouchard. Trying to sidestep Lawton.
McDavid, Nurse, Hyman. Podkolzin is not. Podkolzin's from Russia. But other than that, yeah. Every other one is from the Toronto area. Played in the Greater Toronto Hockey League.
Might be after his first NHL hat trick. Bouchard sends it across, and Akiyama gets his first touch. Under 9 minutes to...
Is it really? Is it really good? I bet it's real good. I bet he's losing his fucking mind. Be my insider, Barbershop. What's he saying? What's he doing? How is he? How is Mr. Dangle doing? Bet he can't be feeling too good right now. Oh, I bet we are going to watch his LFR tonight. Oh. He's just ripping the leaves. Oh, boys. Woo. I mean, it ain't looking too good. 6-2. Yeah, you're right. It still hasn't updated. What is going on with this? Let me see if I do this. And do this. Oh no, you can see my screensaver. Oh no, not my screensaver. Oh, look out, you see my recent history. Oh no. You guys aren't allowed to see my history. That is his shtick for sure. The Boise State versus Washington in Louisiana Bowl. Jeez, didn't even know that was going on. I don't pay enough attention to college football. Probably I should. (6-2) Tampa Wumpin. We'll see if this updates now. If not, well, it was fun while it lasted. TSN fixed their shtick.
Faces of the Edmonton Oilers players, you know, the frustration that they've had. They have the confidence that they can turn it around. But if you watched this team a month and a half ago, you didn't see it. You know, you were wondering, okay, when will it happen? I remember
you knew it was coming.
Always saying to our teams, then, you know, when you're struggling, you can't always just flip the switch and it's going to change, no matter how well you play. You could get a real sense of the urgency here during this stretch. And another 5-game road trip, they finally got it down. And now they got a little pushing and shoving. It hasn't really been a physical game, has it?
Not at all, but Frederick and
Indiana QB wins the Heisman Trophy.
Connor McDavid said something a couple of weeks ago. He said, just our body language, our confidence, it didn't look like we had it the way that we normally do. And with this group, considering what they've done under Chris Knobloch, it almost looked like, oh man, can they find the answers? Well, they found it over their last.
Dumba got sent down and cleared.
Here, especially in
Damn.
the third period, they've brought it right to the forefront.
Early move by the Oilers will send Henrique out, Frederick in. We also talked about setting an early tone for this road trip to keep it rolling, which they have certainly done here tonight. Frederick Benoit going back at it, shoulder to shoulder. Back to the line and it jumped the stick of Emerson. Cowan trying to track it down, and Emerson able to recover with Stasny. Up ahead it goes, and there's Emerson. Sending it in from the blue line. Scooped back by Stetcher towards McCabe. Taken away by Frederick in front of the net. And now Stetcher recovers and takes it to the corner. Checked by Henrique. Stetcher gets it back.
Yes, Lubo. He is being sent further down.
And that'll jump the stick.
No, I have not, Monday. No way. Haven't seen it.
Point of the year. An assist here in the third period. Zach Hyman plays it back. Held in at the line by Nurse. Surrounded goes to McDavid. A centering pass.
Oh, poor Stevie.
Bounces into the corner.
Well, it doesn't matter if it's hockey related. You know we talk about everything and anything. But yes, Lubo. The game is over, guys. 6-2 Edmonton. 7.5 minutes left to go in the third period. Shots are 33-24 for the Oilers. How do I say this without getting people inside Bakersfield in trouble? They didn't realize... I gotta tread lightly here. I've heard 3 things and none of them are good. I'm gonna quote the guy that I talked to, and I hope he understands that I'm not doing this to make get him in trouble. The person I talked to down in Bakersfield said that he's Jack Campbell 2.0 as far as his mental. I know, I'm trying not to, but from the person I talked to a few people down in Bakersfield. One person I talked to said that he's Jack Campbell 2.0, if not worse than Jack Campbell mentally. I don't know if that's possible. Like I said, I've been able to watch too much of the AHL stuff because I've just been really, really busy. But it's bad. Like, his body of work is bad. He looks like a defeated person from what I've been told. And yeah, it's days, if not weeks, to being sent down to Fort Wayne. Which sucks for the Oilers, which probably makes sense why they made the trade for Jari now. But other things I'm told I'm not going to say just because I don't want to diminish the guy as a human being. But yeah, he's mentally struggling. No, it's not. Yeah, so when people tell me, oh, Connor Ingram's going to come and back up, Connor Ingram's not coming up, guys. As much as we thought it would work out, but he's got flashes like that. He's got flashes of it's there. The Connor Ingram of Arizona is there. It's just, the mind, man. The mind really is a fickle lady. If your mind goes, man, it's hard getting it back. Your body can go, your game can go, and you can work on things to get your game back. But once your mind is done, that's it. the hell kind of commercial are we watching here? Oy, oy, oy. Yeah, Tompkins really looking really good. And Samuelson in the East Coast Hockey League, he's looking like a goalie. Like, call up Samuelson from Fort Wayne, have Tompkins and Samuelson hold the fort in the AHL. We got futures in the goaltending prospect pool, right? At least for backups, because we know that Binnington is coming to Edmonton in the offseason. That's not a secret. Yeah, no, absolutely. Like, that's why I'm really. I watch when I play with the kids. I do watch my head a lot more than people should. Like, because I know I'm one headshot away from being not okay. Like, I get up wrong and I move my head too fast and I'm seeing stars and I go puke. That's how bad concussions are, man. They're an evil lady.
Up top looking on.
That's really at the core of it, isn't it? You look at what Stuart Skinner was able to do for this team. You get to 2 Stanley Cup finals. But, yeah, there's the ups and downs. And when you're not able to win either one.
Yeah, I feel you on that, Barbershop.
And be more of the same. So, what an
But,
opportunity.
Podkolzin almost gets a hat trick. Tips it just wide.
Amazingly, he and Stuart Skinner have the same career goals against average. 2.7.
Hey, Barbershop, how about this?
So,
Oilers don't win a cup this year. In fact, we don't even make it out of round 2. And it's no fault of Jari's. It's no fault of Jari's. We use him to get Binnington and his $5.2 million contract. We need to move contract money out to get contract money in.
In Edmonton and Montreal tomorrow, the Leafs.
That's why I
homestand Tuesday.
Yeah, you're not wrong, Lubo. You're not wrong, right? But that's the guy the Oilers want to go after, right? That's the guy Connor McDavid has said personally he wants on the Oilers. 4:40 left to go in the third period. 36-23 left to go in shots. Oilers up 6-2. Shots are 36-23 for the Oilers. McDavid, Cowan, Ekman Larson, McDavid, Nurse, Podkolzin, Hyman. 1,000% agree. 1,000% agree with you. Caveat, if healthy. And maybe he will be healthy now. Maybe his injuries are behind him. I want him to succeed so bad here. Local kid. Played for the Oil Kings. Comes back after winning a Memorial Cup with the Oil Kings. Comes back to Edmonton, wins a cup with the Oilers. That's storybook. That's storybook. I want that to happen so bad. And then it means my team wins the cup. Oh, I want him to be held. I want him to be the goalie that we needed. I want him to prove me. You guys have no idea how much I want to be proved wrong that it wasn't goaltending. Right? Right. Right. You guys have no idea how much I want to be proved wrong that it was our goaltending that was bad. I want it to be our goaltending that kept us from 2 cups. I want to be proven wrong.
Morgan Riley at center. Fires it back in. Past the stick to Jari. Comes out to Troy Stetcher.
I want to be proven wrong, and I want to be proven right about the fact that we didn't win cups was because of Cap cheating. And Florida cheated to win their cups. That's now that it's all even playing field. Huge saves there by Jari. I will not speak anything other than that. He hasn't seen a shot since 5 minutes into the third period. And now he's getting peppered, and he's made 3 huge saves there. Draisaitl, McDavid. McDavid fans on it. .1000 on his stick. Oh! Don't ruin it, please, Barbershop. I'm going to watch it after this game. I'm going to watch the entire thing. Shh. No WWE talk. I'm avoiding my phone at all costs. Oh, icing against the Maple Leafs. Oh, McDavid, you fanned on the shot. Oh, lordy, lordy. 2-on-1, McDavid, Draisaitl, McDavid. He fans on it. Oh, that sucks for McDavid so much. He wants that too. Oh, you know he wants that.
Boy, they don't miss on that one very often, do they? Thought they might leave them out there. The Leafs stuck out for
I wouldn't say that.
about a minute 20, but able to now get a change.
I wouldn't say that.
As they clear the zone.
I'm not going that far into the blow Jarry height. Even if I hated Stuart Skinner with a passion, I wouldn't go that far.
Tomasik, and out comes Cowan. Drop it down.
Because the 2 goals he gave up were garbage goals that you shouldn't give up.
Tomasik over the line. In behind the net for Lazar. Taken away by Cowan.
But I like his game overall. His game overall is good. But a 1-game sample size. Let's. Yeah.
Back to Thrun.
But so far, return is good. So far, return is good, but that could also be the Oilers playing with emotional hype too, right?
Bobby McMahon in. And the Wainwright Alberta product has that shot.
I gotta check something out because I haven't seen Stastny out there for a while.
What you need on your team is both your goaltenders. Here's that save again. Yarncroke with a good opportunity to watch at the end of the bench. You know, it's get to know you guys. We've seen this. Kyle showed at the beginning the relationship that Pickard and Stuart Skinner had. It says how tight they were.
Excuse me.
Now you got to forge a new one.
Has Stastny been out there since he got rocked?
Came across and a nice set play goal for Stephen Lawrence.
Hey, Barbershop. That's where you're wrong. That is where you're wrong, man. But that's okay. We score. Score 6-3.
Ends the 5-goal Oiler run. Here comes Benoit.
Yeah, this is a big game for most of these players in Edmonton. Like I said, like you can say what you want to say.
From the corner.
Fatu's, wow.
The net for McMahon, trying to center. That's denied. Gets it again.
You can say what you want. Like I get you're excited about him. He's a new shiny toy before Christmas. I get it.
Right spins and that shot blocked. And Edmonton clears as the clock drains. And the Edmonton Oilers have posted their
Troy Stetcher.
year of their first with Tristan Jarry in goal as he makes
Gets the
25
assist.
stops in his Edmonton Oiler debut.
Yeah, and overall, you know, the importance of starting off a road trip, a 5-game trip with just 8 days to get them all.
Oilers win. Oilers win. 6-3. Make it a final play. La Bamba, baby. Now, that game had it all, folks. That game had excitement. That game had dullness. That game had really good goaltending for the first two periods. Well, period and a half. And then the third period, the Oilers just showed how much more dominant of a team they are when they want to play that way. Let's just put all that aside. New goalie, whatever. When the Oilers want to play hockey the proper way, they can beat anybody. And I truly do believe that. When the Oilers want to play a hard game with will and skill, they can beat anybody. Unfortunately, the Oilers, more often than not, rely too heavily on the skill and not enough on the will to play hockey games. And sometimes when will matches the skill, will win. That's why even if you have skill, you still have to have will. But good game for the Oilers. Great game for Tristan Jarry starting out as an Oiler. Shaky moments, but hey, it's to be expected. New team, don't know the systems, don't really know where the defensemen stand and how they clear the net or don't clear the net. Certain situations. It's only going to get better, right? Like, he can only get better. And I think that, as an Oiler fan, is something that you can talk about and think about is he's only going to get better from here. Or this could be it. But I think he can only get better. And it's not a knock on the guys that left. It's just, it is what it is. And I know there's going to be a lot of knocking. Well, and we're seeing it in the chat already, like, Skinner wouldn't know. Skinner, like, he's not here anymore, guys. Nice. I may have to turn on some Flow TV when I get upstairs and watch the Bakersfield Condors play some hockey. Play La Bamba, baby. Absolutely, old man with strategy. Ooh, definitely got to watch. Is this the final game for Connor Ingram in Bakersfield? Oh, like I said, Jarry looked good. McDavid looked great. Draisaitl was Draisaitl. Podkolzin with 2. Here's a quick recap in case you're late and didn't know. McDavid starts us off with his 17th goal of the season, assisted by Bouchard. 1-0 Edmonton. Oilers get a power play shortly after. No goal on that. Looked bad. In fact, Toronto's penalty kill might have outshined. Just a smidge. Leafs get a goal shortly after. Cowan, his 4th of the year, scored, assisted by Lawton and Lawrence. 1-1 after 1. Shots are 12-10 for the Edmonton Oilers. Holy shit! Yeah, that guy's done. Okay. Second period starts. Leafs start out hot. Ekman Larson gets his 8th goal of the season, assisted by Nyes and Domi. 2-1 Tirana. Edmonton gets their second power play of the game. No goal. They looked better. They passed the puck around. Good saves made by Hullaby. Oilers shortly after get a goal by McDavid, his 2nd of the night, his 18th of the year. Unassisted. Own goal scored by Troy Stetcher. He pulled Patrick Laine. Toronto gets their first power play of the evening. No goal scored on that one. Edmonton PK stands tall. That is where I will say Jarry made some good saves on the play. Good blocks in front of the net. Shortly after that, Darnell Nurse. He shoots, he scores. His 6th goal of the season, assisted by Draisaitl and McDavid. 3-2 Edmonton. Shots after the second period, 25-22 for the Edmonton Oilers. 13 shots in the period against the Leafs 12. Consistency is key. Going into the third period, Podkolzin scores his 7th of the year, assisted by Draisaitl and Regula. 4-2 Edmonton. Podkolzin scores again, assisted by Draisaitl and Savoy. Draisaitl's 1 point away from 1,000 in his career. 5-2 Edmonton. Goalie pulled as Hyman scores his 6th goal of the season, assisted by Hopkins. 6-2 Edmonton. Lawrence ends the night with his goal of the season, assisted by Stetcher. And we have ourselves a 6-3 final. Yes, a moment of silence for Stuart Skinner and Brett Kulak. You will be missed. You won't be forgotten. But the move had to be made. For his safety and his well-being, the move had to be made. No, it's been done. You guys can come back in Bakersfield, but good Lord, you shouldn't have to. Lawrence gets the goal, assisted by McCabe and Stetcher, his third goal of the year. Wow. Stetcher does help on both ends of the ice. Make it a final 6-3 Edmonton. Absolutely. Absolutely. Jari played well. For just coming in with one practice this morning, not really knowing much, he played well. He played like a professional goalie. He's also 30-something years old. I think he's going to turn 31 in a couple months here. So he's more experienced. He's hitting his prime now. And I guess that is the biggest takeaway I have with Skinner is he's not in his prime yet. He's only played 3 full seasons. If that. So, we'll see. I wish nothing but the best for Skinner in Pittsburgh. And wherever he goes next season, I will follow his career. I've been following his career since Lethbridge. Obviously, you guys know I'm close. Wait, you guys don't know. Anyway, forget all that. I really got to watch what I say when I'm on here because I know a lot of things that I can get myself and people in trouble. So, yeah. Oilers play again tomorrow night at 5 o'clock against the Montreal Canadiens. I do family day on Sundays, so I will not be available. But Tuesday, the Oilers are, guess where? In Pittsburgh to take on the Penguins. Does Kulak play? Does Skinner play? More importantly, does Jari play? All that and more. Tuesday. See you guys on Tuesday. My name's Matt for Oilers Fan Reaction. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. If you're new here, push the subscribe button, push the like button, leave a few comments. You know, I do have a lot of respect and love for Stuart Skinner. But you got to make saves. This is a business of making saves. You're a goalie. It's that was your job. Sometimes you did, sometimes you didn't. You guys have a good one. I'll see you guys Tuesday. Enjoy the weekend, guys. And if I don't see you, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Doses.